My wrists are on fire.
My wrists are on fire.
My wrists are on fire.
Our wrists are on fire. Carpal tunnel syndrome.
This episode's brought to you by Firebox Stay Cool Clothing. They won't burn your wrists or any other part of your body. And if certain parts of your body burn, you should probably see a doctor. You should see a medical doctor, a specialist, if any specific part of your body burns. And while you're at it, get an STD test, please. So usually when someone tells me my wrist looks like it's burning, it's because I'm probably wearing my Seiko Tuna, and that thing with its Lumibright Lume glows like a fireball on my wrist whenever it gets a little tiny itty bit of light. The thing shines incredibly vibrantly and people are like, oh, I didn't know watches could glow. Well, IWC collectors are about to experience that in a very, very big way. It is 3:21 p.m. Let's get down to business. So here we see F1 champion Lewis Hamilton sporting a unique IWC. Now for those of you in the know, you'd know that he is sponsored by IWC. So he's always wearing big pilots and various, really expensive, highly complicated IWC watches. But the one on his wrist in these media photos is the new IWC concept watch, which is the Pilot Chronograph 41 in Ceralume. And from what we can see in the media photos, the entire thing glows. And listen, this isn't the first time we've seen IWC watches with coated cases or ceramic cases. You know, there's black ones, there's blue ones, there's white ones. There's even tactical tan ones. And IWC has done a fully luminous dial before, but jumping to this, where the case, the dial, I think even the strap glows, that's a lot. Now, I don't think I could pull something like that off. I think Lewis Hamilton absolutely can. He's very hip. He's very on the cutting edge of fashion. You can see paparazzi and media photos of him wearing a slew of just very wild, out there outfits. I'm much more laid back and comfortable with my wardrobe, which is why I wear Firebox clothing. Ooh. Dang. Whoa. Holy. These clothes somehow make even a borderline homeless looking schmuck like myself look good. Jokes aside, this is an ad read, but I do want to bring up how, watches, whether they be fully lumed or sporty or dressy or very complicated, large, small, whatever you're interested in, I do believe that it's not only how the watch looks, it's also how the watch wears and how it feels. And I think the same thing goes with clothing, at least from my perspective. Because again, just like spending money on a wristwatch, it has to look good, but it also has to feel good, because if it doesn't, you're not gonna wanna wear it. And you guys know that a lot of the time when I'm in the office, I'm wearing, a button-down shirt with a tie. But when I'm not working, or when I'm kind of just kicking back or filming something casually, I like to wear something a lot less uptight and a lot more comfortable. Which is why I've been loving my Firebox t-shirts and shorts. A lot of you guys know the West Coast, especially here in SoCal, it gets very, very hot. And this Stay Cool clothing, they have Fabritech is what they call it. It feels high quality, but it's also very light and breathable, and it makes it so I'm not sweating my dick off 24/7. Every piece of clothing I have from them is very, very light. It lays on the skin very gently, super duper comfortable, and it makes sense why I want to wear them all the time. Because Firebox customized the cut and fit of each of their shirts by researching the body shape of over 3,200 people in the US and Europe. So they're no stranger to making comfortable clothes for people of all sizes. From sizes small to 5XL, and with over 22 colors, they definitely have something for you. They're wrinkle-free, they're moisture-wicking, they use Stay Cool PBS material, they're eco-friendly and sustainable. They have 4-way stretching, so this thing, no matter how active you are, it's just very, very nice and doesn't feel like it's getting all bunched up and tight. And again, it's like luxury level craftsmanship. Now, I've spent my life here on YouTube talking about products that I trust and believe in, and I do not want you guys spending your hard-earned money on something crappy. And thankfully, I've been put in a position where I can work with companies where I can actually test and use their products, and I'm here to tell you that pretty much all of my wardrobe, aside from my business attire, is now Firebox clothing. And the best part is, I have a 25% off coupon code for you. Just my viewers can take advantage of this, so please use coupon TJR25, that is all caps, and check out the products on Firebox website linked below. Special thanks to Firebox for sponsoring this episode. Okay, so talking about this crazy watch from IWC, again, it is a concept, but I could totally see them making this because they're no stranger to various ceramic materials and fully loomed dials. But it's very, very innovative how they chose to go about this. So they use something called ball milling, which is where you superheat some dude's balls until they glow. I'm joking, that is so fucked up. IWC essentially took a bunch of particles and they crammed them together like super compressed powders. And then they heat those powders up and they form them into whatever shape they want. So in this case, a watch case. Now, IWC says this is the first ever fully luminous ceramic watch, and I think they're right about that. The only other similar watches that are like fully loomed ceramic are actually not fully loomed ceramic. They have various core materials that are not loomed. In fact, I think Bell & Ross has one, but it ends up like the internal core is fiberglass and titanium. So this IWC is fully luminous particulate that has been superheated and compressed, and it's like, I think you could even break it off and look inside and it would still glow. Insane. And as I said earlier, IWC isn't really a stranger when it comes to working with ceramic and various colors, because back in 1986, so before I was born, IWC came out with the first ever black ceramic wristwatch. So yeah, it's kind of cool that now they're kind of carrying on that legacy and producing a first ever luminous ceramic watch. And I should say, fully luminous ceramic watch. So yeah, when it comes to IWC, this is impressive, but it's not surprising. Again, this is a bit much for me. We're not even talking about the price here. I don't think there is a price because, again, this is just a concept, kind of a show of force, if you will, but I could totally see them producing this. I just think it's a bit much. Like, I don't even like fully luminous dials. So a fully luminous dial and case and strap, I think that's a bridge too far for me personally. But I know some people who are obsessed with fully luminous everything. Like, I know someone who has a modded Seiko with a fully luminous bezel insert, fully luminous dial, fully luminous handset, and it's like, how do you even tell the time? But I get it, it's cool, it glows, it's something very different, it's definitely eye-catching, and you could argue there's some functionality to it because in low-light situations, hey, that watch, very high vis. But let me know what you think. Would you wear that watch? Is it a bit too much for you? Or do you think it's really, really cool? And do you even think they're gonna produce it, or is this just gonna remain a concept? Leave me that comment. I want to hear from you. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.